Oi boss, we done crumped all of them blue boys. Oh, damn blue piggies didn't put up enough of a crump. You know, back in my oh suck boss, what's wrong? Oh, I had to record some of them voice lines for that kid who likes cheese and cholera. Oh, suck it, he likes crumping. Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. But he's making some big fancy project. Talking about a documentary that I don't get. That's coming out on February 23rd. Oh, it also happens to be sponsoring an event of a tournament of Tabletop Simulator held by this other kid, General What the Zog. Oi, boss. Yeah, this is just a shameless plug when you're supposed to do an intro skit. Shut your gob, you git. This is what the script says and you follow the script. What script, boss? Zog it. Anyways, we're gonna go look for more of them blue boys to corrupt way. Do you hear that, boss?
Buenos dias, fuckboy!
Oh, Zog me!
Tu culo es mío, pendejo!
Salutations Rangers, General Brother 101 back at you again with some more lore, and in today's video, boys and gals, we're talking about Rynn's Might, the most badass LandRaider tank in all of 40k, which somehow I forgot in my previous 1 hour episode about these boys. How? I don't know. I don't understand it. Don't ask me. I'm trying to figure it out myself. Anyway, if you haven't checked out that wonderful episode, click on it. It's good. Oh, watch this first and then come to it. But watch both of them because I love you. Mwah. Also, like the video. Do it or no balls. And don't you lie to me. I know you have balls. 99% of you are men. And remember, there are no women on the internet, damn it. By the way, that was a meme, not like a political statement. I don't know, man. I make funny videos about internet, and some dude thought I was supporting one of those bad isms that starts with an F, which I can't say on YouTube because YouTube will get mad because I talked about the Imperium. I don't know, bro. That's above my pay grade. Anyway, this intro is going on long and bloody enough. Also, you'll notice, talked about something. I'm having a little bit of a tournament on the 23rd. It'll be linked in the pinned comment. I'll talk more about it at the end. Anyway, time for a LandRaider superpower, baby!
I'm here to kick ass and protect my chapter brothers. And I'm all out of chapter brothers.
So, the story of Rynn's Might is part and course to the story of the chapter. You see, when said plasma missile imploded into the chapter monastery, it wiped out about half the chapter, but it also wiped out all of their armories, technologies, relics, and every damn thing in between. However, not all of them. As we know, Pedro Cantor and 16 of his brothers managed to escape, but one thing that did manage to survive was the venerable LandRaider, known as Rynn's Might. For those of you who don't know what a LandRaider is, it is a heavy tank. A very, very heavy tank. Some would argue it's a super heavy, though the Spartan is very much a super heavy, which is a heavier version of the LandRaider. But I'm getting ahead of myself. This is a heavy duty transport. When you need to go from point A to point B, take enough firepower to kill a sun, and deliver enough firepower to kill at least 2 suns, 4 sometimes depending on how many last cannons you have on that son of a bitch, you use a LandRaider. They're very, very, very tanky boys. Tanky enough to survive an armory detonation, a plasma warhead, and a chapter monastery, which was formerly a battle barge, aka giant fuck-off spaceship, crash landing on your head.
Boy, I love Nestle Crunch.
So, the venerable machine spirit of the LandRaider woke up. The machine spirit, basically an AI, although it's 40k's version of this is not actually an AI, it is the omniscience spirit manifested through this machine, aka Copium 40,000 Get Wrecked Mechanicum Scrub. The toaster is indeed used for the sex, and you can't prove to me otherwise. Anyway, basically, when the LandRaider realized, hey, my crew is dead, it was very sad, but it was also very angry. You see, it had received its final orders, which was to seek and destroy. So it spent several days literally driving itself out of the rubble, clawing its way out somehow through God knows what type of special goddamn or demonic space magic, and then popped out. It was then that there was an orc band still rummaging through the rubble, because orcs looting, it is what it is. And then Rynn's Might decided to introduce them to the sun in the form of a las cannon bolt. Several, in fact, and absolutely demolished the entirety of the warband. Rynn's Might would then go around smashing, crashing, bashing, and destroying orc warbands, using its heavy-duty las cannons to annihilate any of the trucks or buggies or any type of orc vehicles, and heavy bolters will turn boys into mushroom pate very bloody quickly. Not to mention, Rynn's Might also utilized the tried and true tactic of move me closer for I wish to hit them with my sword, aka running them the fuck over. because God bless armored tracks. It was also at this point that Rynn's might continued for a solid 4 days of hunting and destroying, crushing, killing, and murdering everything. It was also at this point that it came across a proper orc clan, or warband of a clan, basically very, very big entity. It then attacked it, because YOLO, Lamau. You guys remember YOLO? Am I too old? God damn it, I feel old. It then searched forward and found the local war boss. The war boss, seeing this giant big blue tank, was like, right, that's bad. He then gathered his mega knobs, essentially orcs in power armor, well, power armor quote unquote, it's orc tech, so do with that as you wish, then decided to charge forward and annihilate him. It was at this point that Rynn's might, seeing this, realize that the orc boss was the leader. Thus, it emptied whatever ammo it had left in it into the orc boss, and when that failed, it ran it the fuck over, canonically charging over a hill and slam-lighting right into that son of a bitch, turning him into orc paste. It was at this point that the Rynns might continue to run around crushing orcs until one of its tracks got blown out. It then decided to drop its doors and allow all the orcs to pile in. During this time, it then slammed its doors shut, cutting up several orcs in half, mind you, before detonating its plasma reactor and exploding, taking out the entirety of the warband with it. Because fuck you, I'm a LandRaider. I win, bitch. It was at this point that towards the end of this, Pedro Cantor would come across the wreckage of the LandRaider, and he decided to find out why. So, the machine spirit was interrogated and interviewed, and it then turns out that they find out exactly what happened. Pedro Cantor then salvaged the machine spirit and then put a guard under it, vowing that he would in fact return and resurrect the machine spirit and put it back into a proper venerable LandRaider when the time came. And that's where the story kind of ends. But I guarantee you, Pedro Cantor, if he didn't already do it when he reunited his legion, he sure as fuck did it when Cole showed up. Because you know that if Cole is going to do any type of bullshit, that type of bullshit is up there. Cole don't give a fuck. Cole made an AI. Cole made this AI, and he suddenly put this AI back into a goddamn LandRaider tank. Maybe even to a fucking Titan, because Cole would do that, and goddammit, Space Marines should have Titans. But I want to stress, real quick, it is canonical that this thing is still fucking kicking around out there. So we have a sentient fucking LandRaider whose preferred tactic is fucking melee. God bless Warhammer 40k. So that is the story of Rynn's might. But what I want to get into is that the idea of the machine spirit. You see, for those of you who don't know, AI in Warhammer 40k is hilariously banned. Like, it's known as abominable intelligence. It is evil. Evil, evil, evil. So fact that the Mechanicus has a destroy on sight, the admech mind you, whose goal is to preserve knowledge and will hoard anything like that one weird aunt that you always see at the bloody family reunion who always has new shit with her and always something goes missing whenever she comes to visit. They are that aunt. Yet whenever they find anything with AI, they kill on sight. The Imperium hates AI. Yet we have the idea of the machine spirit. As I mentioned earlier, the machine spirit is the Mechanicus' justification for any form of AI. Essentially, they say that it is the spirit of the Omnissiah made manifest in this particular machine. Of course, let's handwave all the logic and science with some yada yada blah blah spirit. Now, for those of you who may be asking, Brad, okay, so like they hate AI, so why do they still make shit with AI? Because people don't create new things in Warhammer 40k. Cole is the only person in the Mechanicus who has created anything new, period. The Mechanicus, ever since the end of the heresy, only create stuff through the use of STC constructs, standard template construct. Essentially, it's one of those fabricators from space that you always see in all types of sci-fi. Put in the raw materials, and it'll give you whatever you want. You give it a bark of a tree, it'll give you a mug. A wooden mug, but mug nonetheless. So basically, all that they're doing is just gathering materials and putting in the recipe. They're not actually changing the recipe, they are not physically making it, and if they are physically making it, they're following the rules to the T. They don't change anything whatsoever. And back in the day, the Imperium, or rather the Proto-Empire of humanity, they loved AI. They had the Men of Iron. The Men of Iron then pulled the Terminator, went bullshit, the flesh is weak, and decided to fucking murder everybody. We then had to fucking put them down, because of course, Lamau, and then that led to the rise of abominable intelligence. But this is canonical. One of the few examples we have of a proper AI that is still used, that is still being maintained, and it flies directly in the face of the Imperium's standard ruling that all AI intelligence is bad. This LandRaider, the Rynn's Might, was canonical in showing its love of its chapter as well as its hatred of the orcs. It is AI in no unsimple words, and moreover than that, it is AI that was produced at the end of the heresy and that continued to serve its creators despite all of them being dead. This then opens up a variety of different avenues. If Grohl can pull some more bullshit and start to say, hey, this isn't actually this is actually a special type of machine spirit, we could see something like the Towers AI being incorporated into drones. The Imperium huffs enough copium to goddamn make an anime fan look sane. They can definitely pull some bullshit like this. But moreover, Rynn's might is so cool, because imagine you had an entire fleet of these bastards. A tank that was so angry, that was so sad over the death of his brothers, that it decided to personally take out the enemy. It is an example of not only what AI tech could be in the Imperium, what it can be, but it shows that AI is capable of loving its creators. And moreover, it is not bad. And goddammit, that story is cool. It is a tank too angry to die. It is a true servant of the Imperium. And I know that a lot of tankers end up growing with the fondness of their machine, from the few that I've talked to, which are, again, very few. But they always say that they think that the Iron Behemoths are alive, and the gal is there protecting them, and they feel a deep sense of kinship with it. This is the personification of that. And frankly, I love the idea of us having tanks with personalities in 40k. Hell, give me a fucking Gravis Astreus, right? And have its own little personality. I would love that. And goddammit, the Rynn's might needs to come back. It needs to have its own personality, and it needs to be fucking venerated as a veteran battle brother. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is the story of Rynn's might. So let me know down below, do you guys know any more cool stories about AI in 40k, or machine spirits rather? But as for me, I adore this. I wish the idea of machine spirits to come back and be way more present in current Warhammer 40k. It's way more than what we get now, and it needs to be flushed out, because goddammit, it is cool. But thank you very much for watching! I love your beautiful faces, and thank you for being here. So, to explain what I said before, in the pinned comment and in the description, you'll find some information about a tournament that I'm hosting. It is a tabletop simulator tournament, and it has some fans that were randomly chosen as some of your favorite Warhammer 40k YouTubers. We have myself and Imperial Servitor Dominus Prime as your co-commentators, and then we have the wonderful gaming storyteller as the rules lawyer 101 that he is. In addition to this, we have Pancreas No Work, Dogehammer, and Myconi S, who are up playing as the players, and you'll have a full list by the time this goes up. I'm just waiting for like one more person to get back to me, but we'll see what it is. But it's 4v4, and it'll be a 3-day tournament from the 23rd to the 25th, and it'll be live streamed the entire damn day. There'll be various things you can do, drop all your nonsense down there, there'll be more as it comes, but this is special, because on the same day this releases, I have a brand new project that, together with a certain Dutchman who created this wonderful thing, asked yours truly to do a little bit of voice acting for it, a full-on edited 40k film, directed by Mr. Dutchman, starring yours, as well as goddamn almost every single 40k person in the whole goddamn sphere. That is sponsoring this event, as well as SCC Productions, the glorious business that Mr. Dutch 40k man, Mr. Welsh Servitor Dominus Prime, and good old South African General Brad 101 are grabbing into right here. And the winner of this tournament will get a Ushotan Mini, courtesy of SCC Productions, that being your boy and your boys' boys. So look forward to that. It's going to be massive. It is the biggest project I've ever embarked on. Again, that is the 23rd of February, Friday, to the 25th of February, Sunday. Tune in, join, do all that wonderful, beautiful stuff, and get ready and get hyped, baby, because it's a TT Tabletop TTS. I don't know what the fuck I said, but goddammit, I'm hyped. But thank you very much for watching. I have been the General Bradley 101. Click on all the things. Watch the Crimson Fist video, or watch the Solo Auxilia video, although it works for me, big fella. But thank you very much for watching. You've been beautiful, awesome, and amazing people. Make sure to stay strong out there, boys and girls. And I will catch y'all next time. Dismiss, Rangers! Also, for those of you who don't know, Pancreas No Work, he did it by Zamjim video. It's a very good. I recommend you go and watch it. Also, tell him that I sent you and that I say hi.